So hi, David.
Hello.
We're here at Namm, Catalyst Audio. We saw you last year.
Yes, you did.
You had some very early prototypes, right?
Yes.
Of some Buchla clones.
Yes.
So now I can see that the range has kind of expanded, and some of these have got proper metal plates as opposed to the plastic ones that we saw last year.
The two top rows in this system that we're looking at are all finished production versions. They are out at retailers in both Europe and the US currently. And this bottom row down here is new stuff that I'm working on that I brought to Namm.
Excellent. So do you want to just talk us through the new stuff?
Sure. So down here I've got the dual square oscillator. It's the model 144. Over here we have this is a combination of two modules originally. It's the model 192, which is a dual low pass gate, and then the model 194, which is a fixed 4 bandpass output filter. Over here we've got the 191, which is a vactrol based filter. It's a 24 dB octave filter. It's got low pass, high pass, and bandpass outputs. And instead of resonance, it has a bandwidth control on the bandpass filter. That's kind of interesting and unusual. We've also got a reverb that we've been working on, and this is actually not a Buchla clone. This is our own design that we think works well within this format. We would have done the original one, but some of the components inside of it are, $500 to $600 now and only available on the used market. So we decided that no one wanted to pay $800 for a reverb driver. We've also got a sequencer that we're working on, but it didn't quite make it to Namm.
So have you found from doing the clones that there's any kind of quirks in the original circuits that kind of make it a lot harder to do in Euro?
I wouldn't say that they make it harder, but there's definitely a different mentality to how to patch. A lot of the modules in this series have internal versus external control voltages, so when you put the switch to the internal control voltage, you can control it from the front panel with the knobs, but when you switch it to the external control voltage, you basically have to treat your CV using a CV processor before putting it into the module. So that's something that on a lot of later modules got combined onto the front panel. So it's kind of a different way of working, and it takes a little while to get used to, but there's definitely also some advantages to doing that. But yeah, and it also sort of leads you to creating, this whole system is interesting because it leads to certain types of patching that you might not be used to just working with other Eurorack modules.
And you've got a patch running now. Do you want to just talk us through kind of roughly what's going on?
Sure. So
you actually said it was the least Buchla patch you could
yes,
possibly make on this system.
Namm can be a bit tedious for those of us here for 4 days. So I tried to create the most techno patch I could on this Buchla system. I'll just start that up. What we've got going on here is I've got the dual sine sawtooth generator, which is our oscillator, basically running into the dual low pass gates. I have that running back out into the mixer, and I'm just adding a little bit of reverb from this reverb driver and the spring tank that we have right here. So you can hear it's very non-Buchla-ish. Remedy that pretty quickly by simply, so this is the thing with the CV processors. A lot of times I can run one thing and affect multiple outputs. So for example, I have the pitch of both oscillators being controlled by one knob. That way you can hear the reverb a lot better. And I can close down the low pass gates, which is in stereo, but you're probably not hearing it in stereo from this. Slow it down a little bit and it sounds a little bit more. Also added some hi-hats earlier.
So are you doing any kind of like frequency modulation on the oscillators?
There is not, and not in this patch, but I can actually add some in real quick.
Is that between the two oscillators then?
This is, yeah, this is the left oscillator is now frequency modulating that right oscillator. You can hear very pure sine waves.
That's starting to sound a bit more Buchla.
Yeah, yeah. Especially with that spring reverb on there, it gets the clinky bits. So.
Okay, so when are you hoping to have the prototypes ready?
Sorry?
When are you hoping to have the prototypes kind of ready? Or is
hopefully
that
within the next 6 months. I have to get another set of these out to distributors, and then I'm going to start working again on the new stuff, and should hopefully have that out in the next 6 months or so.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Thank you.